Ahoj, 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 přeju pěkný večer. Marcelíno vás zdraví na svém streamu. Pokračujeme v další části Alana Wakea. Pro takové shrnutí v kostce, protože to všichni už jsme jednou viděli nebo hráli. Takže je to spisovatel, kterého zabíjí něco, co ještě nenapsal, což je paradox. Tak v Matrixu. Z Vědma. A nebo jak to bylo? Ve Scary Movie. Dostanu přes držku ještě za to, co jsem neudělal. Takže Alan Wake musí přežít to, co ještě nenapsal. Hledá stránky svého díla, sem tam něco pozbírá, něco zastřelí, někdo zastřelí jeho, taková prostě sranda. Takže pokud chcete vidět někoho často umírat, tak jste tady správně, je to prostě sranda. Stačí napsat smajlíka do toho, do chatu a to stačí. Tak, nebudeme zdržovat. Jsem před chvílí dojel z práce, tak si jdeme trošku zahrát a odreagovat se. Skutí do toho a dílo napsáno. Co tady máme? Stoličku. A stůl, jo, stoličku. Chtěl jsem říct židličku a stůl. Takový malý překlep. Aby to máme. Super. Pustíme music.
Well, I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, take a moment. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep. The weather's absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along with you. As you listeners know, I'm a night owl, and it's on nights like this I wish I wasn't cooped up in the studio. Makes an old man like me wish I could just roam wild. But here I am, and it would keep you company all night long if I weren't. It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Pat, it's Maurice Horton.
Hello, Maurice. What are you up to?
Well, I was just taking Toby on his walk.
Oh, isn't it beautiful out there?
Sure, but Pat, the reason I called is that Toby heard something rustling in the undergrowth and took off after it, and I couldn't find it.
Probably a rabbit.
Sure. Toby loves rabbits.
Well, sure.
Anyway, I figured that, if anyone runs into Toby, they could grab him. My number's on his collar.
And Toby's a friendly dog?
Toby loves people. Usually he comes back, but we were pretty far from home, and it sounds like he went pretty wild there. Great dog, but just too tough for his own good.
Well, Maurice, it's out there now. Hope Toby comes home soon.
Yeah, thanks, Pat.
You have a good night now.
Pokud se chcete dívat, doporučuji otevřít třeba brambůrky nebo nějaké víno. Já tu sekám gambrinu z 10. Chtěl jsem 12, protože trpím na ledvinové kameny a ta 12 to prý trošku líp čistí.
The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Paul makes the best dogs in the state. Very
nás pěkně uzdraví, protože tady, kdyby náhodou se fakt stalo, že tu bude někdo poprvé a neznal by tuhle hru, léčíme se světlem. A pokud mě ještě někdo nezná, což mě nezná, protože jsou tady opravdu noví, tak jsou Marcelino, odvozené od slova Marcel, takhle mě pojmenovali kdysi kolegové a furt se mě to drží. Takže Marcelino. Nabij si, chlapče. Vítr je studený. Tady nejdeme za pavoučky, tady jdeme za žlutou šipečkou. Jenom kde je další? Chlapče. Nějak jsem ztratil ty šipky. Já to chci, tam bude něco určitě dobrého. Jsem blbý. Nevím, nějak tu tápu. Jaké kamínky na nás padají. Joj. Juhu. Jabadabadu. Krásná práce. 8 nábojů do brokovnice. Jo, tak tu si vychutnám teď. Baterky máme. My jsme byli nakupovat v Lidlu. A jdeme si dívat na televizi. Netflix.
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind. Newton, Einstein, Sagan, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a quantum suicide. If our lives are already written, it would take a courageous man to change the script. Having called a press conference, Dr. Barclay Colvin is about to demonstrate that very courage.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I am Dr. Barclay Colvin, and I'm glad so many of you could join me here at the Moorcock Institute. Tonight, I'm going to give a practical demonstration of the many worlds interpretation. As you can see, this is a loaded 9mm pistol. It shall be part of a thought experiment. And now, a real experiment, known as a quantum suicide.
Did he say suicide? Is that a real gun? He's kidding, right?
Please, stay calm. There is no risk. Observe what occurs when I place the weapon against my own forehead. Now, you might think this round is merely a dud. Not so. Observe the flower pot. And yet, I myself cannot be harmed with this gun. With each pull of the trigger, 2 new realities branch off. One in which the weapon didn't fire, and one where it did. With my machine here, I have ensured that this reality is always the former. I have bestowed upon myself quantum immortality. Under no circumstances can this gun kill me.
So wait. What you're saying is that every time you pull the trigger, in another reality, you die?
Yes, of course, but that's completely trivial. There's an infinite number of things that could happen at any moment, and they always do happen somewhere. The point is, this one thing did not happen here.
You're insane, Colvin.
He should have left the crate unopened, the decaying atom unobserved. Curiosity often kills the cat. Night Springs.
Jo, tak tomu se říkala odvaha. To je tak, jak vždycky říkal kamarád, nebo spíš známý. Můžeš být šofér, jaký chceš. Můžeš mít to nejdokonalejší auto. Ale pak ti vypadne jedna blbá hadička a seš na sračky. No a jemu nechtěně odpojili kábly, takže mu došla šťáva a třeba by to přežil. Třeba ne. A brána otevřená. Vítejte v Horůrově. To bylo všecko. Ten je nějaký rychlý, říkej mu blesk.
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come, assuming I'd reach the lights of the gas station alive.
Tak, jdem otevřít tu bránu. Tak otvor bránu nebo rozbijem. Jinak tě zdravím. Pipinko. Jsem rád, že ses dostavila.
I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice. After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment, the sane world reasserted itself.
Tak to je jasné, dostat se na benzínku, bramburky, bageta, kola, kafe, cigára, oříšky. To No to už je humus. A prší mají doma, jak se tak dívám. Ne, to je venku. Musím se leka zapnout kafe, pojď. To ještě umím.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Jo, tomu se říká počasí. To je fuj. Co dávají v bedně? Nemáme televizi, jak to? Zlato, proč nemáme televizi? Tady je televize. Už jsme ani nevybalili. Yeah.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Úplně si jdu představit ty myšlenkové pochody. Ježišmarja, proč se mi do toho zase furt sere? Furt má nějaké připomínky. No to zas bude hrůza. Ježišmarja, ukaž. No, mrkneme.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan! Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
No, takhle vypadá domácnost, když se vám žena bojí být pod mě. A to ještě není tma. Možná by byla, no.
I really don't like this, Alan. Please hurry.
Vydrž. Ještě jsem si nedal to
here,
kafe.
baby.
I'm fine. Just get the lights back on. Now, please.
Co když se mi nechce?
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
No, kdo by si bys takový doktor pomyslel, kdyby mu řekl, honí mě příšery, střílí mě Prvně musím osvítit světlem, abych je mohl zastřelit, no.
I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
I believe you'll find the sheriff in her office. Just go down the corridor.
Ahoj.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
Dobrá, už jsem to slyšel, ale
That was
nechce se mi
Cynthia
nikam.
Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
Dobrá, tak tam jdem, no. Nějak to dopadne.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Super! Nabila mi telefon. Tak to je maze.
Have you started
No.
looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
Takže jdeme na dvůr. Tak to už je pozdě. Už je rok 2022, tak to jako asi nemá smysl ani hledat. Jo, dívám se, jestli nám tady něco nenechali. Nenechali.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I thought he quit drinking for good.
Oh, no such luck. He went on a bender and beat Danny pretty badly. He started shouting like that the moment he woke up.
Tak jdeme na dvůr.
That door and down the corridor, Mr. Wake.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the bracelet. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsal today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. James out.
Ale tady se válí náš rukopis, podívejme. Kdyby tam nebyl, tak si to ani nevšimne.
Hey, can you turn the lights on? The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me. I need it to be bright in here. Thank you, man, thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different. You know, I shouldn't even be in here. The cops, they got it all wrong. See? Sure, I beat him up, but I wasn't drunk. I mean, I wasn't drunk at the time. I only got drunk afterward. Okay, listen, you gotta listen carefully now. Here's the kicker. That wasn't Danny. No, sir. It only looked like him. You wanna know who it really was? I'll tell you who it really was. It was a goddamn space alien! I know it sounds like something a drunk would say, but believe me, I wasn't drunk then.
No sice jsi nebylo pili, ale teď jsi těžce pod obraz, chlapče, těžce.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deer Fest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting that the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? There's no point in getting all worked up yet.
Tak se budeme snažit, aby se nikomu nic nestalo, i když o tom těžce pochybuji.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Tady je díra.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Víc ho ještě nevzal, jak jsi tam mohl vidět. To to nemá ani přečíst. Dedukce.
Barry?
Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Takže Barry dojel. Super, jeho Chuck Norris přijel. A v rádiu vyhrává, jako by se nic nedělo. No oni to vlastně ještě neví, že se něco děje.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Budu se prostě snažit, jak jsem to říkal už předtím, že pokud bude nějaký rozhovor, zastavím se, ať si to můžeme všichni v klidu přečíst.
Regrettable little outing. They are not accountable for their actions, of course. I can assure you that my staff has been reprimanded.
Tor and Odin never caused any trouble to anyone when they were still living at their farm.
Indeed. All we can do is to slow down the progress of their dementia.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh! Hey! Oh, my!
Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan.
Fanoušci bývají obvykle otravní, takže... No ale zase mu nosí prachy, že? Tak... Asi by měli všichni překousnout vždycky ten.
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice,
and everything's just... Do you understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Přesně tak. Tohle vykládat někde u doktora, tak si myslím, že akorát. Tady máte takovej pyžámko bílé. Pojďte, my vás ubytujeme. Joj. Kuk, chlapáči. Ťuk, ťuk, ťuk.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Hell, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky. Max is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk across from the mammoth skeleton.
Dobře, chápu. Na stole jsou nějaké formuláře, abych tam mohl asi bydlet.
Okay, boy. You can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No. This whole thing is... Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha-ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
Ne, Barry, teďka jdu podepsat nějaké formuláře, jestli můžu třeba streamovat na Twitchi, já nevím. A nebo přihláška na obědy. Do školní jídelny. Jo, už to vidím. Podepíš.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Já si myslím, že on by se tam ani neubytoval.
Finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that. Oh, and hey, if you take a walk in the woods, watch your steps so you don't end up like Max. I guess I'm a little worried. We got a bunch of campers out there we haven't heard from. It's not like these people are on a schedule, but with the traps, well, you know. I just don't want any trouble.
Right, thanks.
Jo, je to pěkné.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al, you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff. You're the skeptic. You gave me an hour-long lecture on homeopathy last month. What was it? If there's no proof, it's pure bullshit. Period.
Guess the laugh's on me then.
Al, come on! I mean, okay. Okay, maybe something weird happened to you, okay?
Well, thanks for the heartfelt vote of confidence.
All I'm saying is you gotta throw me a bone here, bestseller. What would you think if it was me? There's no way you should be going out at midnight with a gun.
No one asked you to come here, Barry. Either work with me on this or go straight back to New York. Your choice.
Ale řekl to dobře. Buď mě pomáhej, nebo vypadni. A pak mi nevolej. Pak mi nevolej. Nevolej mě, nech mě jít. Jo. Odgutne se to. Co pak se nám to spustilo na pozadí? Nevím, nějaký program. Tak jdem, no. Medvídka si brát nebudem. Zubatý karlík. A jo, ty zuby k tomu odpovídají.
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al! Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Svařák.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Bless you.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission.
Ale na druhou stranu, ten Barry bude super kamarád, tak tam vletěl a hned už tam házla právníkama. Kdyby si přál mít takovou dobrého kamaráda.
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Walk through the door now.
Já se prozatím loučím. Musím si jít asi natáhnout, jsou z té práce moc utáhný. Ale i tak pokračování určitě v brzké době bude. Zítra se na to vrhnu. Takže zatím přeju pěkný večer a pokud se budete dívat ze záznamu, tak pěkný den. Děkuju.
Thank you.